my family and my friends who are incredibly supportive, caring, nurturing, and full of positive energy. I want to emphasize that last one, right? I hung out with people that were full of positive energy. Really important. My medical team, my doctor was incredibly confident, and confident man who never expressed doubt that he'd get me cured of my cancer. He never expressed doubt that he'd get me reconstructed back to that old Terry. But at every stage in the process after that, I was sent to the best and brightest specialists as well. Myself, I didn't realize how much inner courage and strength I could find within. And I'm going to talk about what I call my survival kit a little bit later. But after having this series of reconstructive procedures and not really seeing any good results, I began to realize that I needed to have another purpose in my life beyond reconstruction. One that I had some control over. And so getting that first real job when I finally graduated from Cal was significant because suddenly I had goals, I had objectives, I had responsibilities. For the first time, I began to feel like I was contributing. And that was really the beginning for me of starting to rebuild some of the confidence that I'd lost, to regain some of that self-esteem I lost, because I'd really been on this long downward spiral. And for the first time, I started to feel like I was coming back up that other side, but I was still down here, and I had a long ways left to go. But then there was this whole series of events that really liberated me, and the first was meeting this girl named Dina. Now, to give you some background on Dina, this is at a point in 1989, so 4 years after that major procedure that I described to you earlier, where I was going back and forth to Chicago to have this series of 6 reconstructive procedures just in an effort to try to make my nose symmetrical again. Imagine that. 6 procedures just in an effort, not to deal with anything else, but just to focus on my nose. And on that 6th procedure, I went back there expecting something really magical to happen, because I didn't look very good going into that procedure. But somehow I thought everything's going to come together, I'm going to look great, right? So I have the procedure, and when I'm able to get out of bed and do that thing I've become so famous for, which was jump out of bed, rush into my bathroom, and look at myself in the mirror to see what positive change had happened. Suddenly I was so disappointed, devastated in fact, because suddenly I realized I had all these new scars on my forehead that had been created in an effort to reconstruct my nose.